Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation for 3 p.m. Eastern, May 23rd, 2019. This is Jared Rand speaking. As we continue from yesterday, our communication from our heart minds to the other civilizations, to begin a much more broader interaction with the surface population of this planet. Obviously, there are those beneath the under the surface, as we know, and coordinating as we come to the great gathering and having a first-time meet interaction with other civilizations. At one time on this planet and in this planet, there was no barriers. There was no secret, hidden peoples keeping to themselves and separated from each other. At one time on this planet, there was benevolence and a lot of interactiveness, where ships would fly in the starports on this planet and unload and interact, and there were civilizations coming here day in and day out, like it was no big deal. That's why we see a lot of you can see a lot of the artist depictions where they will, if you look close enough in some of the paintings, you'll see a starship in the sky. No different than, I'll tell you, it'll be no different than we driving vehicles on the roads every day, and it's no different than that, except this will be in the sky and interacting with us from the sky. A lot of these civilizations are also kind of trapped in this quadrant of the galaxy. So there's a lot more to all of this, and to come together and unify, and to finally breach this incessant control factor on the planet, and the incessant negating of wealth distribution and many other things. So, in today's meditation, we are going to communicate through our heart mind and understand our intent here. Our intent is not open territory. We are concise and we are centered and focused to generate those of the highest deep eternal love and of the highest benevolence in these civilizations, because that's where we are in our civilization. So it's not, and so that we can communicate with them, not just in these meditations, but shortly, openly. And it's not like, we're looking at the sky, when are they coming type thing. I think that most of you know that they are already here. They just haven't decloaked their ships and made themselves visible. And we know why. There's no doubt about that. There's a lot of factors involved with it that we all know what those factors are. So, as we intend, it's a protected intention, okay? We're not just calling out into the void, trying to attract anything and everything. We're specifically communicating with those of the higher frequency, not the lower frequency, the light to the spirit. Okay? The light to the spirit, to the soul, to the God. And you kind of we picture ourselves as gods, but gods in a more of a childlike existence compared to our Father, the masculine and the feminine, Mother, Father, God, source creator. You could kind of look at us as the children gods. And it's time for us to, each of us can determine our ascension. Each of us. But it is how much we open up and understand what that involves. For us, for each of us, right? It's not a forced situation. It's not a forced journey. So we learn to prepare and understand just exactly, when am I going to ascend and how am I going to ascend. Some will ascend quicker than others. Some will be just plodding along. Others will take a while. Period. Now, the reason we're reaching out to the galactics, the cosmic galactics, is that I think you all feel that it's really, truly time. We do not need an external authority to tell us what to do. We are thinking for ourselves and leading ourselves. And in this formation and direction, we're opening up a dialogue, a communication with those who wish to assist us into our rightful ascended path, which the civilization must rise. We must elevate to take our rightful position and seat in the cosmic consciousness. We are too low. Frequency on this planet has kept the civilization low on purpose so that we cannot ascend, so that we have a very difficult time moving into the higher frequencies, into joy, into peace, into love. So why not ask our brothers and sisters out in sacred space to help, to assist? Let's get down home and together. Let's get back into neighborly association without superficial judgment, without any kind of jealousy, ego, mind tricks, or anything with each other, but a wholehearted, open love and peace and interaction. And, the Pleiadians, the Syrians, the Andromedans, the I always forget them for some reason. The Arcturians, and all of the good of their civilization is what we seek. All of the bliss and the joy that they are, so that we can interact on a somewhat equal communication. Once they know this, which they already do, then we see if they step out into the light. Then we will know. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted, which I'm sure most of you are. and relax. Move into the now. Remember, you're in your easy chair. You are not being distracted by all of the thoughts, all of the noise, all of the things that we are drawn into in the course of a second-to-second basis. So we are in, we move into now, we drop off all of our mind thinking. So in other words, we don't identify it, we don't interact with it. We don't, we just let it flow in and flow out. From the heart mind, we watch the ego, we watch the mind. And by doing this, we move into peace. We don't look in front of us, we don't look behind us, we just look in the now. And as we relax, our shoulders drop, all of the pressure, anxiety, tension, stress, which we collect, deflates from us. We move into the now. We're actually moving into peace. Where we are spectators of the mind and ego. As we're doing this, we're going to want to breathe. We're going to breathe in through the nose, and out through the mouth. Breath in through the nose, breath out through the mouth. And as you breathe in, you want to hold it 1001, 1002, 1003. And exhale through the mouth. And while I'm talking, you want to do this at least 6 times. Excuse me, as you're breathing in divine positive energy. This is a communication with the collective consciousness of the universes. Trillions of civilizations throughout the universes, all combined into a collective consciousness of creation. This collective consciousness creates universes. In those universes, it is like an artist, and the sacredness of space is the canvas. And many things are created. Solar systems, galaxies, pulsars, neutron stars. It goes on and on. And it communicates with us. The highest high. It communicates with us is that we know that we connect with this collective consciousness and with all the civilizations of existence. It doesn't matter what form. We are all spirit light energy. All of us. That move in different form. That exist in different form. And we are relaxed and confident without ego to begin dialogue and interaction with these various civilizations of the highest high, benevolence, peace, kindness, and deep eternal love. Without deception, without trickery, without seduction, but pure, clean, motivated interaction. And we seek out, and fascinating with this is that we're not asking to be parented. We're asking for information. We would like to expand our awareness and the information that they carry and assist us. And it is up to us to elevate ourselves, to clean our slates, so to speak, to commit to our karmic responsibilities. So therefore, we are not asking for parenting. We are asking for assistance with additional knowledge that will empower and aid us to expedite our transition into our new paradigm. And I emphasize the word expedite. Humanity is tired. And when a civilization becomes spiritually tired, it has a tendency to sink into the much lower frequencies. And these frequencies do not like letting go. So therefore, this is a concerted effort for all humanity to concentrate on elevating itself, rising up and out in finality of the goop and into the benevolence and peace, kindness, and joy of the higher frequencies. This is part of our enlightenment and ascension. We're forming a mastermind group with the Galactics, where all of us will sit and interact. So this is the assistance that we're requesting. As we breathe out, we're breathing out any doubts, any fears, any anxieties that we may be contained with or entertaining and from the lower frequencies. The unknown is the adventure. And the adventure is learning. And the adventure is expanding our awareness and knowledge by interacting with other civilizations who have much to share. We fold into our heart-mind. Remember, we are floating above the heart, and this is where our chair is. We view the mind and the ego. We watch it. We see what it does. We're aware of its trickery. We're aware of its traps. We are aware of the ego. And its never-ending thrust forward to constantly have, until it realizes that the spirit is already in peace. And we are bringing God to earth, heaven on earth, because we merge with the spirit, the soul, God, the higher self, immediately. And as we bring God to earth, we understand that our oceans, our skies, our soils, our life begins to flourish, blossom. We also understand that Gaia, our sustainer while we're in these bodies, our mother while we're in these bodies, must clean herself. You know, it'd be like any of us not taking a shower for thousands and thousands of years. It's time for her to give herself a thorough cleansing. cleanses herself. We are all completely protected in a perfect sphere of the golden white pink light of Prime Source, Creator God, Mother, Father God, our family. The emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael, the essence of healing and rejuvenation. The white fire, the violet, blue, purple, flaming light of Archangel Michael. The violet ray, the purple transmuting flame. And we are encased in this sphere. And the only thing that can penetrate it is deep, eternal love. Arm in arm, hand in hand, we form our circle of light. It is around Gaia. It's a halo. It's a circle of light. And it's around her equator. And we form this with our gods, with our spirits, with our souls. And this generates our auric field of light, which we are. Light in the body. And it glows and it vibrates to a very high frequency because it's deep eternal love. And we begin to effortlessly float up. We're rising the frequency of Gaia and of the civilization when we do this. We cannot not. So as we do this, we call upon all of the light energy beings who are in all densities, dimensions, and universes, who vibrate at the high frequency of deep eternal love, peace, joy, kindness, generosity, humbleness, unselfishness. And they're of the deepest eternal love, from the deepest eternal love. And they come in massive numbers, in gigaplexes, massive. And they fill the 360-degree circle that we are, and it fans out. This light and a spiral effect is fanning out into the galaxy, the universe, and into the other universes. It goes beyond the ribbon of creation. And they keep coming in. They're in joy. We're in joy. They're in bliss. We are in bliss. We are happy. They are happy. We love them. They love us. We are part of them. They are part of us. We call upon the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes, all of the angels. They are of civilization. They are of the higher frequency. All of deep eternal love, from deep eternal love. And they come and they join us. They flow in. And they're expanding, happy, joyous, blissful, as we are. This is part of lifting our frequency and going into the higher frequencies. And we thank them, and we're happy with them, and they are with us. We call upon all of the ascended masters. We could name the names, but we would be here for months. So we just identify a handful. Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Sananda, Jesus, El Morya, Abundantia. They all come in. They're all of the deepest eternal love, from the deepest eternal love. They have ascended out of body. They don't need to take form. And they've been assisting us for a very long time. And we thank them. We call upon them, and they come. And they form. And they come together with us, with everyone else. Imagine, feel the ecstasy, the exuberation and joy to be with these lights, as we are, combined, the intensity of the deep eternal love and joy and bliss and peace is astronomical. We thank them, they thank us. We watch as this light expands, permeating and saturating all that there is, ever has been, and ever will be. This isn't a temporary, this is a permanent. We call upon all of the inhabitants on this planet and in this planet, the other civilizations, and the other densities. We call upon inner Earth, hollow Earth, Agartha. We call upon beneath Earth benevolent civilizations. We ask them to join us in this meditation, lifting us all up. In mutual respect and deep eternal love, from deep eternal love. And they join us without hesitation. There is no judgment here. This is the light of the God coming together. It is magnificent. We expand it. You feel it as it vibrates, and you can see the fire flame of pure essence of deep eternal love emanating from our circle of light, our halo. We call upon all of the galactics who are in benevolence, in deep eternal love, from deep eternal love, of the high frequencies of bliss and joy and happiness and humbleness and generosity and unselfishness. And they are assisting us. We ask them to meet with us, to share with us their insight, their knowledge. We're like a bunch of sponges. We want to know as much as we can. We ask them to share this with us. In peace, joy, deep eternal love, humbleness, and respect, and honor. For they are assisting us on ascension, their knowledge of it. They are assisting us with evolution, their knowledge of it. They are assisting us for us to free ourselves from our own created bondage. And we thank them. And they come. And they join us. You imagine what it's like to come into this circle with all of these light, these God lights together? It is absolutely magna-glorious. It's spectacular. And we thank them. And we're humbled and grateful for their presence as they are ours. We call upon all of our loved ones who have left the body in this life. They've ascended out of body. And as a matter of fact, all of our loved ones in all the lives we've inhabited who have ascended left the body, who are of the deepest eternal love, from the deepest eternal love in kindness, benevolence, and humbleness. And they come and join us, and they're with us. And there are many. And they celebrate in the expansion of the deep eternal love light energy that we are throughout the universes. We thank them, and we love them as they thank us and love us. We call upon all the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on and in this planet at this time. The fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the trees, The elements: earth, air, water, fire. The mermaids, the dolphins, the whales, the Pegasus, the unicorn, and many more, who are of the deepest eternal love from the deepest eternal love. They're part of us. We are part of them. They're like the glitter on the planet, and we are the lights that reflect off of the glitter. And we are one, and they join us. And we feel this swoosh, this uplifting current of pure, deep, eternal love light energy that lifts us, all of us, all life on this planet. We look up and we see our meditative sphere holding all of our meditations. It's massive. It glows. And the glow gives off through all the universes, densities, existences, and dimensions. It can be seen and felt from all that there is, ever has been, and ever will be. This is holding deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love light energy in all of our meditations in perpetual motion. And it calls out to our brothers and sisters, all of the off-worlders, all of the galactics, that we ask that we wish to interact with them and communicate with them on a much broader spectrum. And it's transmitting this energy. We all are. To have them finally come in and to communicate, and not just sparsely, not just a little bit here, a little bit there. They know us. We know them. There's no big secret here. There's no fear. There's anticipation. And as some of us would say, in all due respect and love and kindness and humbleness, let's get on with it. Let's engage with our brothers and sisters who have been so far separated that they are just wisps in existence. And we wish to learn from them, and they can learn from us. So we invite them. The deepest eternal love, the highest respect, joy, benevolence, kindness, and humbleness, to join with us, to communicate with us, to bring their ships. We will meet in the forest, in the open lands, in the oceans, in the sky. But we will meet on a grand scale. And this is our intent. And we wish it to be now. We intend it to be now. And we keep ourselves in the highest vibrational frequency and the deepest eternal love for ourselves, for each other, for the entire life form on this planet and this planet that we call Gaia, Terra Christa, Earth. And we love her. And we love the Father. And we love the Mother. And we look, we feel the saturation of the meditative sphere washing us, flooding and saturating us from head to toe, inside and out, etherically and physically. We are immersed in this deep love light, this deep eternal love of the Father and the Mother. We are the children of the gods. We are the godlets. We look upon the planet all of our brothers and sisters. We do not wish to hurry them, to accelerate them, to force them, to trick them, to manipulate them. We wish only deep eternal love, which is the highest frequency. We wash over them. We merge with them. We mingle with them. We blend with them. We saturate them. We flood them with deep, eternal love, light energy, with peace, with joy, with bliss, with benevolence, so that we can all be together. And we can be one with the Father and the Mother. I'll join you in the meditation, and I'll return to close us out. we continue to move, we're continually moving, we're continually increasing our vibrational frequencies, we're becoming in a habit of understanding what the impact is of doing this. It changes the very landscape of the planet, the very infrastructure. The negative frequencies that move so freely for so long are becoming obstructed. They're becoming drained and dissipating. This is the time we call upon the Pleiadians, the Sirians, the Arcturians, the Andromedans. All of these civilizations, they can assist. And they're all there. The Aviats, the ancient builder race, all of them are part of the collective consciousness of the universes, the one. So we call on them, and we will continue to do so over the next few days. And we will see, all of us, how they respond. And we will know, once and for all, their intent. Take this with you throughout the day. Stay in harmony and peace with oneself. Keep your frequency high. Stay in the heart-mind. Monitor the mind and the ego. If you find yourself becoming distracted or pulled, move into the now. Always be in the now. We will be back here on Friday, May 24th, 2019, 3 p.m. Eastern. I think, not sure yet, but I think we will be having the TF Time for Change calls recorded and put on YouTube. They'll be labeled, named, so that there'll be more organized structure to them. And by the same wonderful spirit that does the meditation calls. Young Lightworkers channel, Julie, who is a true enlightened spirit to assist. She spends countless hours putting these meditations together and on the internet for people to review and partake in. So we'll see if we cannot start doing the Time for Change calls the same way. This will get them out to more and more people and educate and inform for those who want to know.